Hi kids, today we are going to remove the rear wheel of a 2007 R1. So the first thing we do is remove the lock nut off the axle. This owner has a tag holder that is mounted to the rear axle as well. So we push the axle through a little bit, we put our foot underneath the rear wheel, and then we just pull the axle out. Push the rear wheel forward a little, take the chain off, and what the hell happened to the brake rotor? How'd we skip a whole part of the freaking disassembly? That was ignorant, and I apologize for that. Anyway, so we're going to put the cush drive back into the wheel. These little rubber pieces is what makes your bike from being clunky when the chain transmits power from the transmission to the rear wheel. So we just put those rubber pieces back in, and then we put the sprocket assembly back into the wheel. And this is a dust cover, so we want to make sure that those are clean. The dust cover has a little rubber seal on it. It keeps the water from getting into your bearings and onto your axle when you're going down the road in the rain. So we want to make sure these are clean, and the lube from the axle going through will help keep the water out. For those of you that are missing out on the removal of the rear wheel, I have another video where I take apart a 2009 R1. Watch that one, it's the same thing. Same bike, 2007, 2009. All they did was change some body work and made the 2009 a little faster. So we're going to line the wheel up, and then we're going to slide our brake caliper in place. This is a little bit tricky because there's a little bracket on the inner swing arm which that brake caliper rides on. Plus you have to get the brake pads over the brake disc and then slide everything into place. And then once you got it in place, then you have to balance it while you put the chain on. So you kind of got to be ambidextrous to do this. If you got a friend that'll help you out, it sometimes makes it a little bit easier because they can get one side while you get the other. I would make them do the brake side. So here we are, just sliding the chain up over the sprocket. And we got the chain almost on here. Once we get the chain in place, line it up with the axle and slide that axle on through. Give that axle a couple whacks to send it home. And we're going to put our spacer on along with the tag holder. Tag holder is kind of cool, but I think it's illegal in most states to have your tag in the wrong direction. before we tighten everything down, let's go ahead and check our chain adjustment. I personally know that the owner of this bike, he doesn't check his chain at all. That's my job when I have to change tires on it, apparently. So his chain is a little bit out of adjustment. So I'm going to give the adjusting screw about half a turn and tighten it back down. It's not bad out of adjustment. I just want to give him enough tension for the next 3,000 miles before he comes back and I put a new set of tires on it. Watching this video, it's almost like I've never done a video before. Maybe next time I shouldn't edit my videos while sitting on a plane in the middle seat with two douchebags on either side of me. Alright, so with the chain adjusted and everything looking good here, we're going to go ahead and attempt to tighten down that rear axle if I'll stop spinning the wheel. That's all I ever do is just sit here and spin my wheels. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tighten down my axle bolt, and this is pretty much the end of my video. Thank you for watching. I hope it was informative for you. Please watch some of my others.